giving us this support. Because how be it, whether anybody likes it or not, the positions that our brothers have been appointed into will help to strengthen the party. If not on pecuniary or monetary grounds, it will help to strengthen the party in terms of quality. So we thank Mr. President seriously. Then the other thing to do is also take out this opportunity to congratulate the #1 minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Honorable, His Excellency, Chief Nyesom Ezenwo Wike, Commander of the Order of the Niger, the Grand Service Star of Rivers State, the life bencher. We need to commend him and congratulate him. I don't know how many of you watched the event, the award presentation machinated by This Day and Arise Television. If you were not there, I was there. And I'm sure that if you watched the television, you would have seen the array of colors, you would have seen the creme de la creme of Nigerian society, all conglomerating and sitting down in a particular hall, a particular room. It was so bad that should there have been anything, say bomb or anything, Nigeria would have been taken many years aback. The point to make is that the creme de la creme of our society were there in that event. And awards were given to individuals that have performed in their different trades. But among those who got this award was the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, who emerged as the best minister of the year 2024. And he was in that contest with 4 other of his colleagues. But in spite of the fact that the Minister of Federal Capital Territory hasn't been in good terms with Arise, all of you are aware. I'm thinking if Arise people are here, they will know that one of your greatest critics in government is the Minister of the FCT. And also, it goes to show, it translates, therefore, that when your enemy, or I don't like the word enemy, when your opponent comes out to say something good about you, then there is something very unique that you are doing. We have not been in good terms with Arise Television. Neither has it been in good terms with This Day. Of course, that day he noted that as soon as you open your television in the morning, Arise Television, it is about FCT and skewed narratives. And even when he got to the point where Mr. President was seated in his first media chat with the press, the issue was raised. So he's a bit apprehensive of what is going on, with Arise Television, and he has always spoken against them in virtually all the fora that he had opportunity. But these same people who supposedly would have been seen as enemies were the one giving him an award of that magnitude. And so we congratulate him. Wike has always made us proud. When he was governor of the state, Rivers State, you people are aware that he also was monikered the infrastructure development governor. And in an APC setting, in fact, to the point, it was even the president that handed over the plaque to him. Otherwise, ordinarily, you and I know what had happened before now, that since it was coming from a political party, okay, they would have made sure that all that would have emerged would have been members of or governors of states controlled by the APC. But it was a departure, which of course means that, again, there is transparency. I mean, people could still know that truth is immutable. And so we use the opportunity to congratulate him and wish him well and pray that he soars higher than the eagle in the days ahead. Now, having done so, maybe in no particular order, but we need to also take this opportunity to look at Rivers State. It is our present, right? This is where we are all operating and participating. And as the chairman of the party in opposition, the leader of the opposition in the state, it behoves on us, the APC, to always mirror, x-ray what is happening in the state, vis-a-vis how it impacts on the people positively and even negatively, and discuss those issues without any bias, without any prejudice, discuss them with clearness of heart, and so that every other person else, whether here or outside here, will actually be in sync with what we are talking about. We have a governor who disregards and disrespects the law. We are in a civil society. One thing that is critical, one thing that is crucial in a civil society is that it is a society governed by laws. And the moment you depart from respect for the law, of course, you are inviting anarchy. If you know the history of man vis-a-vis the times of primitive communalism, primitive era, to the point where we departed by reason of Thomas Hobbes' propounding. You people are aware, I have said this in passing, I want to say it again, that before Thomas Hobbes, life was short, brutish, and nasty. That's the slogan. It was Thomas Hobbes and social contract theorists that came and gave life to human beings. Otherwise, if you were my opponent or my enemy, as it were, even if you were not, but I needed to kill you, to take your blood or to eat your meat and to survive, that is allowable. It is called self-preservation. That was the rule. Until Thomas Hobbes said, look, we cannot continue like this. Human beings should not continue like this. And he provided what they call, he propounded what he called the sovereign. The sovereign now is government, so to speak. Reason is that it is the sovereign that now begins to decide on issues concerning two persons. And it is the sovereign that has created the do's and don'ts in the society. And so, after Thomas Hobbes, there were reviews and all that has given birth to what we call a civil society. So in a civil society, whether the laws are written in what is called constitution, or the laws are unwritten, and then people adopt convention, it is simple that there is law, or there are laws, and that those laws must be respected, especially at the apogee point where the governor claims he is operating from. I'll give you two instances, and you will even add. Today I hear that the governor and his party are celebrating the judgment of the State High Court that claimed to have ousted the elected ESCO of PDP in Rivers State. even when the matter is in court of appeal, because they had gone to court, oh, don't hold the Congress and all that. The party had gone to court of appeal and gotten a stay. My dear, court of appeal is higher than the state high courts. For crying out loud. That stay is there, the matter is in court of appeal, and then you come back without regard, you had respect for the hierarchy of courts, because you have turned a particular people and all that to what I call a supermarket. And I tell you that what we used to know judges about is the fact that judges are men of character. I don't know whether that has been, by a fruition of time, I don't know whether that has whittled out, fizzled out. I don't know. We used to know judges, what I liken judges to is what I read in books. That if some of these philosophers you see that have propounded all these things, they are living in seclusion. They don't have plenty time to interact with human beings. And that is the threat of a judge. Isn't that correct? Yes. Most judges are reserved. They are removed from society. Sometimes they don't even read your things that we write on social media and all that, so that their minds are not prejudiced. If it's a class, I will tell you, somebody like Francis Bacon, the man that propounded empiricism, what happened to him? He died. Watching how many minutes it will take, what do you call it, a cock, a mast in snow, how many minutes it will take it to die. But before that cock died, eventually he had passed. You see the knowledge he wanted? How many minutes? How will it happen? But before that happened, he had died. I don't know whether you will know of Thales and all that. So his own case was that he was walking the road without, he was watching the stars, how they are operating, how they are moving. Before he knew it, he fell into a ditch. So these are people who are removed, who are in the business of propounding one thing or the other. People who are prepared to write their name, imprint their names in the sands of history. So I don't know whether that is a threat that is on, but I just pray that if it is tampered with, then we'll be in trouble. If there's no judiciary in this country or any country at all, then that country should know that they are headed towards anarchy and chaos. Now, a court, 24th, I think we were a year ago, Federal High Court, under the headship of James Omotosho, J, gave judgment, very comprehensive judgment. I think that judgment was on the 24th of January 2024. And it was expansive. Expansive because it touched everything that was before him. And that judgment has not been appealed against till tomorrow. Now, Omotosho was taken to the dust by the PDP and people sponsored by the governor to speak despicably of the judgment and the judge and all that. Today, the same Omotosho had given judgment on the issue that was brought before him, viz. The chairman of councils in River State had approached the court that based on the law as amended by the Assembly, River State House of Assembly, that they were still to continue as in the offices they were occupying. The matter reached, interests were canvassed, The same Omotosho now said, no, I refuse to agree with you. And today they are celebrating that one. How? Because it benefited them. They are celebrating same Omotosho that they condemned. So you find the rationale and find the contradictions. That's why. Another one is the same Omotosho had given an order or had given a judgment mandating the governor to go to the assembly led by Martins Chika-Amewule to represent. In fact, for me, I don't like to use the word represent because you can't play something or nothing. To present the budget of Rivers State, and had recognized Martins Amewule and his 26 other colleagues as the assembly members of Rivers. Please don't use, when you're talking to me about, don't use any of these adjectives. Authentic, this, no. They are, I don't know about authenticity and not authenticity. But I'm telling you that how raw it is, because we voted for them. Nobody had recalled them. Nobody had impeached anybody, so we voted for them. Now, the same judge had given all this. Has the governor implemented? It's to tell you that he has disregard for the laws of the land. He has disrespect for the laws of the land. But I just told you, gave you one instance. That just how many days, the same judge, is not another judge now, the same judge who gave that judgment in January, is the same judge who had said to the chairman, I do not agree with you on this particular matter. Yes, they have also gone to appeal. They have gone on appeal on the matter. Whatever happens at this, it's their own business. Look at the case of, I will just discuss in passing, but I'm just building foundations to further buttress the fact that the governor does not respect laws. He respects laws when it suits him, and when it does not suit him, he doesn't. I don't know that system. Nobody has taught me that system in political science. They only tell me that the laws are sacrosanct and they must be obeyed. I do not know about any theory that has told me that when the judge, when the matter is in your interest, it's in your favor, that you like. When it is in your disfavor, you will condemn. I don't know about that. Now, I'm hearing that a high court, having no regard for the Court of Appeal, where a matter is subsisting, the High Court in Rivers State had gone to say that they have ousted the chairman of APC, of PDP in Rivers State. And somebody told me today that the one who flaunts himself that he is now chairman was on air today. And I will address those two issues. Whether the court